So Social Security is about to get an increase. We know this. The only thing we don't know is how big the increase is going to be. But today we're going to address what the projected increase is going to be for Social Security. And I want to address this because of one main reason. Millions and millions of Americans are currently struggling to pay their bills, to put food on the table, and keep a roof over their head. So, make sure you stick around. I will explain exactly what is going on, what the new projection is, and what this means for you and your wallet. So, make sure you stick around and watch this entire video. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So let's talk about these Social Security increases that are on the table. There's only one Social Security increase that is absolutely guaranteed. That is the cost of living adjustment. We will address that in just a moment because we do have new projections. But I want to touch on the other increases. President Biden has said for the past 3 years that he is going to give Social Security recipients a $200 per month boost. Now, I've said this before, I will say it again. President Biden has given Social Security recipients a $200 per month boost. However, in his eyes, it wasn't an increase to benefits. It was a small increase because of the cost of living adjustment. That made up about $100 and some. And then you factor in the money that he's cut, the expenses that he's brought down for people on Social Security. So in the Biden administration's eyes, they have done that. They have increased your benefits by about $200 per month. Well, some say no, that's not the case. Now, there's also a Social Security 2100 Act, a sacred trust. That's another bill that's gaining more support. One of the reasons why is because the Social Security 2100 Act is putting the Social Security increases right alongside inflation. They want to make sure that it's adjusted for inflation because as of right now, it is not. Yes, we see the Social Security cost of living adjustment go up based on the third quarter of the CPI report from the previous year. But that's all. So, we will get more information on that, but as of right now, the Social Security 2100 Act is gaining more support. However, it's still not enough support to get it to pass or even get a vote on it. So, we'll see what happens there. Here's what I want to discuss though. The Social Security cost of living adjustment forecast for 2025 keeps getting bigger. It says here's how much benefits could increase next year. So I want to address that because in previous years we've gotten over 8%. Last year I think we got 3.2% as a cost of living adjustment. The expectation for 2025 is 2.6%. Okay, you can see it down here. It says Social Security benefits are on track to get a 2.6% cost of living adjustment in 2025, the smallest increase in 4 years. Now, here's the reason why this is the smallest increase in 4 years, but there's now discussions happening that we could see this go above the 3.2%. Here's why. Currently, inflation has been let's not say that, but inflation has been trending down, and the reason why I say has been is because lately, over the past few months, it's been ticking back up. So, inflation's going up. That means if inflation goes up, especially over the third quarter of 2024, that means your cost of living adjustment could go up as well. So there is a chance that we see the cost of living adjustment increase past 3.2%. But here's the reason why that is a huge if. Currently, what is happening is we have to get inflation to go down. The Federal Reserve needs inflation to go down to 2%. However, in order for it to go down to 2%, we would need to see interest rates go up. But we cannot have the Federal Reserve go and raise interest rates again because, number one, that would actually hurt banks. It would absolutely devastate banks. And the second thing, it would make the U.S. debt more expensive. We have over $33 trillion in debt. That is going to make it even more expensive. Our debt payments alone, the interest on those, okay, is going to wipe us out. So, the Federal Reserve can't raise rates even further. All they can do is keep rates the same or potentially lower them. Here's the reason why some are saying that if the Federal Reserve lowers interest rates, possibly in September, that could be a huge, huge deal to Social Security, because if they lower rates, what that is going to do, it's going to cause more people to come into the housing market. They're going to go and buy homes. They're going to go and buy cars. They're going to refinance things. Once that happens and we see the interest rates go down, prices on everything else is going to go back up, which means inflation is going to head back up. So that could be good news for people on Social Security. Now, I want to explain how much money you're going to get, though. Because if your Social Security cost of living adjustment is 2.6%, on average, you're going to get about $45 per month. That's it. $45 per month is the increase that you are about to see for 2025. Now, I want to show you one other thing. Okay? Because right now, Social Security has been pretty much put on the back burner. I said this before, and we knew it was going to happen. Back when Russia invaded Ukraine, we knew Social Security was not going to get talked about. And it didn't. It was the last thing people were talking about. It was the last thing lawmakers wanted to address, was Social Security, was the insolvency date. When it come 2034, Social Security may become insolvent, which means you would see a decrease in your benefits by about 22%, 23%. That's huge. It's a huge, huge decrease. So just because you're about to see a $45 per month increase, in the next 10 years, that $45 will be completely wiped away. Completely. But I want to read you this from The Motley Fool. It says, Social Security is still struggling. It says, although the cost of living adjustment is designed to keep Social Security, to help Social Security keep up with the rising costs, it hasn't always managed to do that. In fact, a separate report from the Senior Citizens League found that Social Security has lost around 36% of its buying power since 2000, despite annual cost of living adjustments. It says, while the 2025 cost of living adjustment can give beneficiaries a small boost in benefits, it may be wise to avoid relying too heavily on Social Security if you have the option. If benefits continue to lose buying power, your checks may not go nearly as far in the coming decades, even with annual adjustments. This is one of the reasons why many lawmakers are pushing to see these adjustments change, to have Social Security keep up with inflation, have it indexed to inflation. It hasn't been so far, but the discussions between lawmakers are few and far between. They have to increase. We have to see more lawmakers support this, or else nothing may be done. So, we'll see what happens moving forward, but I just wanted to share this with you because I know a lot of people that are currently struggling and are waiting for their Social Security benefits. Well, they're going to be waiting for a long time if you're waiting for your benefits to cover all your bills. Social Security was meant to just supplement your income and your retirement, not to provide 100% of the benefits. So, we'll see what happens moving forward. All I can tell you is I will be here every step of the way. I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. But that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.